I'm Dane. Alright, so this is a type 2 diabetes, and it's a problem that's in your blood. It's kind of like, it deals with glucose or sugar, and it's when your levels of sugar rise or fall too low, or the just abnormal sugar levels in your blood. And it's called hyperglycemia. That's when your blood levels, or when your sugar inside of your blood is too high, and hypoglycemia is when it's too low. And it's type 2, it's the most common form of diabetes. And then if you have type 2 diabetes, your body doesn't use insulin properly, and that's one of our treatments we'll talk about later, is insulin shots. And then it's called insulin resistance, and it's when your pancreas needs to make extra insulin for it, to make up for it, but over time it isn't able to keep up, and it can't make enough insulin. So that's type 2 diabetes.
Symptoms of type 2 diabetes: urinating often, feeling very thirsty, feeling very hungry even though you're not hungry, extreme fatigue, being tired, blurry vision, cuts, bruises, they heal very slowly, and tingling, pain, or numbness in the hands or feet.
Okay, so the treatments, you can get like the insulin shot like you said, or you can take some medication, and you have to do like healthy eating and regular exercise, and there's also like you monitor your blood sugar.
Alright, so here's one example of a gene that is potentially affecting diabetes type 2, because there's no sure fact that genes are affecting type 2 diabetes, but HNF4A gene is suspected to play a role in type 2 diabetes, and it causes extreme rare form of diabetes, specifically MODY1, and it's MODY is in young children. It's like diabetes type 2 in like really young children, like below the age of like 15. Or, we're right there, age of 25. And it's a monogenic disorder that inherited in an autosomal dominant fashion, which is different from the autosomal recessive that we'll talk about in a minute.
Okay, so for the karyotype, this is the karyotype, and then so there's developing two types of diabetes, and that includes the TCF7L2, the PPARG, FTO, KCNJ11, NO2CH2, WFS1. Okay, I'm going to finish reading this because that's a lot to read. And there's just many more just like that, and it's like regular gene and then production of the gluten or glucose. There you go. I can't think of the word. Inside your blood.
This is the pedigree. Patients with hypoglycemia are shaded, bold. Patients who have hypoglycemia but are progressed onto diabetes are shaded half right there, half stripes, half black. And patients with diabetes colored in black. Probands are indicated with the arrow where available below. Each symbol is recorded phenotype HNF4A mutation carrier NN unaffected.
Alright, so here's our Punnett squares. We're going to draw them for you to help better understand. So we'll start off with the normal one. Alright, so or with just normal diabetes type 2. So it's autosomal recessive, the normal type 2 diabetes. So the genotype that you need to have diabetes type 2 is AA, or little a. So if you have a parent with big A, and little a, or so they have type 2 diabetes, you'll end up having, if you figure this out right here, you have two carriers of type 2 diabetes, and oh geez, I messed up. I got you. There we go. And you'll have two children. You have 50% chance of having a child with diabetes type 2. And then if we go over here, so that's for type 2 diabetes. Now this is for the rare case of MOYD, which is like the type 2 diabetes in young children. And since that's autosomal dominant, you have to have a big A. So let's say your dad this time has little a, but your mom has big A, little a. Then if you do this, you'll have once again a 50% chance of having type 2 or the MYOD, and you'll have a 50% chance of not having it. Now we gotta race. Go. You can get to the next slide.
I was gonna hit the 3 button for you.
The lead button.
23andMe should not be offered because there's no clear evidence that type 2 diabetes is in your genes, and there are too many other factors, mainly environmental, you live in that affects diabetes type 2, determine if you have it.
That's our PowerPoint.
Any questions?
So like whenever people that have diabetes or 1 or 2, and then like I used to ask my uncle why he had to take the insulin, but people that don't have it, if they take the insulin, can they die? Cause that's what he told me. Like he said that you already make your own insulin, and the people with diabetes,
if
they
you
don't
have
have
like
it.
a lot of insulin, you've already used like yourself, yeah.
Okay.
So don't do that.
No, I wasn't doing that. I just like wondering why he had it.
What are the ways you can monitor your blood sugar?
Okay.
Exercise,
What you say?
monitor your blood sugar.
Oh,
It's a little needle.
And yeah, the little and the pricking.
Like how much thing? Just like
You said at the end that you didn't think 23andMe was accurate because they can't really tell if diabetes is genetic, but then what were you showing with your Punnett squares?
Alright, so like what the big thing is that there's 36 different genes that they think are affected that have type 2 diabetes, but they can't narrow it down between like which ones it is. And so you can make Punnett squares and pedigrees, whatever you want to pronounce it, on type 2 diabetes to like guess what you think might happen, but you can't with those they can't fully prove that you have it or not.
Because you can get it from how you live with your lifestyle, or you can.
What are some environmental factors of
Laziness.
type 2 diabetes?
Yeah, like pretty much laziness and
Mainly unhealthy.
What exactly do you mean by it?
Too much.
Like not exercising, too much
Like couch potato.
fatty foods.
Does that slow your insulin?
like stuff with like sugar and stuff how you
Oh, my shit.
Okay. Is good?
Any other questions? I'm ready to answer. I guess we're good. We're good. Oh,
like obesity.
It's kind of this, yeah.
generally, yeah. I mean, they're not related.
No, but kind of.
They're not related? They're not related?
They're not
So you
directly.
can get type 2
You
diabetes.
can have type 2 diabetes and not be obese.
We're getting
Yeah, you can be obese.
Yeah.
You can also not be obese.
Oh, geez, now we're arguing over type 2 and type 1.
What's the difference between type 1?
Type 1.
Stop talking.
Type 2 is like lifestyle genes.
Like type 1, yeah. Like type 1 straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. No
Yes,
arguments.
sister.
You wouldn't be able to physically tell if you had it, right?
No.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the insulin thing. Okay, so the insulin that they give you, do they make it or do they take it from like does somebody donate it or something?
It's usually not human insulin.
Oh, so that it's like artificial insulin.
Synthetic or from another organism, yeah.
Oh,
They're from unwise.
I get it?
Yeah.
They're not from one. Alright,